Okay, so you are talking about the youth.
The youth.
Yeah.
The youth now, it's amazing that if you go to the youth, you go to universities, to school, to primary school, secondary schools, there's a lot of gayism and there's a lot of lesbianism. Why? This is all under the spirit of immorality. Why lesbianism and why gayism amongst the young people? It is a culture that is being fomented from the retro age, so that this thing can be a normal thing. When you get to sleep with a man, it means you will never want to marry a woman, meaning you will not be able to reproduce. And this gayism and lesbianism is demonic. Remember Sodom and Gomorrah. God destroyed the entire city, the entire country by fire, because of what? Immorality of this gayism. Therefore, what happens is that when these children are introduced into gayism and immorality through LGBT and many other things that are happening in school, it is the introductions of demonic powers. And these children, they become disobedient to their children, to their fathers. They become disobedient to the system. They become disobedient to even themselves, education. It is a plan to ruin an entire generation.
Let me ask, Apostle.
Yes. Yeah.
Most of these people who from the gayism, they say they do what it makes them happy, and
yes.
Happiness matters a lot.
It is very good for them to be happy. I don't deny that. It's very good for you to be happy. But ask yourself, had your father been happy with another man, would you be there? You who want to be happy. If your father had gone, you slept with another man, you who want to be happy, would you be there? If your mother went to sleep with another mother, you who want to be happy because of lesbianism, would you be there? Now, why are you trying to contradict yourself? You're being stupid in your head. You are a product of sex, of two different sex, okay. Yourself. But you want to be happy because of two same sex. Yet you are a product. Yet your father had a conjugal with your mother and produced you. Now you want to stop that which God created, the line of God, for you to be happy at the expense of the entire nation. Because God speaks through families. God speaks through your mother, your father. Because from God you come, you find your father and mother. They are the second gods. If you have mother and your father, it is the second God. So God wants to speak in that hierarchy. Now you become two men in the house. Tell me, how will God speak to you?
But let me say this, Augusto. You know, there's some people I want to speak on. No, I'm not speaking on their behalf because I know you'll start looking at me with that eye. Yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to reason. Some of them on gayism youth because maybe someone somewhere did something wrong to them. Maybe a lady become lesbian because the man he has tried men, but men it hasn't worked out.
Why would it not work out?
No, amejaribu.
No. This thing is
heartbroken.
This thing is introduced in schools, in secondary schools, in primary schools, and this girl that comes to introduce these other girls into it, she might have gotten it from her sister or from her mother, who is a witch, who is a demonic agent, who is the agent of Freemason, an agent of Illuminati. So this is a program of the Illuminatis to destroy the protocol of heavenly order. Not that you don't want. It is a spirit put into you. You ask, I've been delivering them here. You speak, you ask them, they will tell you, I was introduced in school. They brought me chips. They brought me a glass of wine. They brought me this. And since then, I changed. Somebody came and touched me. And since then, I started following. There was a lady that used to come, I delivered. She works in a prominent company. She was a lesbian. Yes, she had a man. But yes, she was disappointed. But how disappointment came, this is how it came. She works in a prominent organization. in Kenya. And now the manager that she's under is a woman who is a lesbian. She causes the man of this woman to separate with this woman by spreading much rumors, by spreading much lie. And this lady was so disappointed and be told that your man is sleeping around with women, your man is doing this, your man is doing, and the lady was so pissed up. And a plan was hatched, because this is an organization that got money and got plan. They want to recruit as many as possible. And then what happened? This lady started doing shopping for this now lady that has been now, family has been broken. And now the manager started inviting this lady for lunch, and she will take her to a shopping mall and she will tell her, buy anything you want. Now, once she was comfortable with her, they planned for a trip to Mombasa, a company trip. Now the manager takes people, for the people normally go for outing as a company. Now she was taken there. And what happened while they were in a hotel, Diani Beach? They were in a hotel. She was bought a glass of wine. And that was the end of it. She had to come here. After 6 years, hating men, I delivered her. She was under arrest. She was captured by this manager. And even the entire company knew they are sleeping. They are doing it.
Jesus.
You see, it is a recruitment. It is not a will. It is not that they're willing. I have another lady who came here just the other day. She's doing some good job for me. And she told me she loves it. Why? This thing was introduced to me while in school. And I find it good because we are not fighting. There is nothing. Whenever I feel it, when my girlfriend is not around, or my that who is supposed to be men is not, I masturbate a bit and I'm good. And you see, masturbation is demonic. And all this thing is meant to make sure that our children and our generation does not succeed in life. When the spirit of immorality comes in, there's no success. A lot of poverty, a lot of complaints, a lot of hatred. People will not go to church. Families will not be established. And that's why we see so many divorces. And very young people, they say they will not marry. I will not marry. But you find he does not want to marry. But anafanya buti. Why will you not want to marry, yet somebody is sleeping with you? Why? Tell me. Why kwa nini utaki mwanamke na wewe unatolewa suruali unapaka mafuta ya Vaseline? Let me tell you,
but
this thing,
freedom, Apostle, freedom. There's something, right now in Kenya. There's freedom of speech, freedom of.
Let me try to discuss you. Yeah?
Yes.
You have the eyes to do what?
See.
You have the mouth to do what?
Talk and eat.
You have the nose to do what?
Smell and breathe.
You have the ears to do what?
Listen.
You have the vagina to do what?
I don't have a vagina.
No. The woman has a vagina to do what?
I don't know.
To urinate
give birth.
And give birth. So
and reproduction.
And you have an anus to do what?
To waste for waste in
for waste. Why?
Yeah.
Okay. So each part of the body has its own function.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, Apostle.
And this is thing that has really affected our girls in Gulf, because all daughters of the Asian community, you have to be married when you are virgin. Do you get me? You have to be married when you are virgin. So what do? They don't touch in front. They touch from backward. And most of these girls from Africa, they are used from front. Now they go there, those who are Arabs, they will tell them turn around. And they will not want, because maybe it is painful or not. And they will say no. These Arabs, you find some of them, they have snakes in their houses. they have gods they are worshipping, they are witches, they are all manner of things in their houses. So a man will come and stand in front of you naked because you have refused. Stand in front of you. Ask them from Asia, from Iraq, from Iran, Saudi Arabia, all over. Ask them. A man will come and stand in front of them while naked, and he will perform the act from distance to this woman spiritually, and the man will finish what he's doing, and the woman there will be stagnated. You are like a statue, not doing anything. You can't do anything because you've been captured spiritually. That's the power of spirit of immorality. Remember, Samson was so powerful, but when this woman, the leader, made him to sleep of her thighs, and they put the head there, and the man slept. The one ear was listening from the pressure coming from inside. And Samson was asked, what are you hearing? And he heard, he could hear drum beats. Nice things coming.
Okay. Okay. Well, okay. Apostle. Yeah.
And immediately Samson was asked, where is your power? Here. Because he is hearing. Even the mind has been taken away. So they start by capturing your mind.
Okay.
And they destroy you.
Okay.
These are altars that they are in different kingdoms. You go to Asia, there are these altars. You go to some parts of Europe, our girls are forced to sleep with the dogs. And the dogs knows it. And the dog will be saying, go do it. And the dog will do it nicely. And the dog will just put it and then turn around the way they turn around and continue doing it. And this girl will be feeling nice because of her pay. Now, if you ask this girl, what did you do after this? She doesn't know. She was induced by demons, and they will not be able to understand. That's why I'm speaking to these girls that you go, who is Asian, and not only girls, even boys. They go to Asia and they are finished. They become gays. There are those who go even to America, those who go to Britain, European countries. This thing is happening, and you find a man comes in your home and akuringia, and then you come and hire a house in Kilimani, there, an apartment for 2 months. I will pay 300,000 instead of taking that 300,000 to your mother at home, and then you develop a house at home. You come and stay in a hotel, and then you'll be calling the entire family, come. You find people are coming from Nyeri, from Nakuru because of you, because now you're a big person, and if we will trace you, you'll be fucking around there in Germany. That's the major problem you have. That's the greatest problem. But if you ask them, why are you being done from behind? He doesn't have an explanation. No, that's okay.
But
I love it. No, God said, no, God has created, God has given. God is not anymore. He created Adam and he created Eve and decided these people be together. And they caused them to be together for the functionalities of God procreations. So this thing spiritually has been introduced to the children in primary school. They are young as 18 years, as 9 years, who are lesbians and who are gays.
Okay.
Go to secondary, it goes through. And go to university, now it is rampant. And now go to the communities. Now what they are doing, once they are introduced into gayism and all this manner, their next introduction is drugs and alcoholism. Go to Central Kenya.
Before we go there, Apostle, before we go to drugs and alcoholism, I'm wondering, because I think you're the only reverend that I know that is speaking about the gayism fearfully. Like you don't fear anything?
I don't fear, because I even know brothers who are pastors and bishops.
That's why I wanted to ask there.
Yes.
There's some.
Let me speak to the topic of this young youth in Central Kenya, in very many parts of the country, in Nairobi, who are now useless cabbage, rotten cabbage. They're in drugs, then in lesbianism, then gayism, they're in drugs, they're drinking, and this is a deliberate. If you want to finish any community, you introduce immorality and alcoholism and drugs. This is a warfare in this country. Not only in this country, in the world. But I want to speak about this country. It is a warfare. If you go to central Kenya, it is really burning. Go to Murang'a, go to Kiambu, go to Nyeri, young people have become hopeless and useless. Imagine a person of 30 years old going to ask her mother to give food. Mom, iko chakula.
30 years
30 years man. 30 years man. 30 years man cannot be able to speak to talk to a woman. Go to Nyeri. We have so many women. They don't have men. And that's why people from your side have come, have invaded in our land. Because these girls are thirsty. They want it. And nobody to take care. This man has been induced, has been slept from behind. Once you sleep with a woman a man from behind, you kill some veins that support the penis. Meaning you will not even erect. So you cannot sleep with a man. You cannot sleep with a woman. So it's a man. There's a man, you have a wife, yes, but you have been slept with because of desperation, because of alcoholism, because of drug abuse. Meaning this man will never produce a child. You die. So many men you see, prominent men who does not have children, and they were in big churches, and they were taken there by their spiritual leaders. Maybe they were given scholarship to America, they were given scholarship to Italy, they were given scholarship to Britain by the churches. Then it is either the father or the bishop who gave the scholarship. Mostly they were gays. He was given to be taken there so that they can be doing it there. Those people don't give birth, don't produce.
So they are pastors who are gays.
They are pastors who are gays. And these pastors, they are the ones who are sleeping with these boys. And they have boys in their house. Instead of having a girl in your house, maybe you mpango ya kando who is a girl, they are boys. They take them for shopping. I know one pastor, a prominent in this country, is driving nice cars out of LGBT. And he has boys. And those boys, they are there. One of these fine days, one of them is coming to confess and say, this has been happening to me out of this. I used to be in the praise and worship of this church, of this man. And I have photographs here. That one, when the boy, when he'll come and confess, you will not be a coward. Yeah? Kama hautaogopa, takuje, he confesses, then I will bring the photos of the intimate, this pastor holding, and this pastor who go on Sunday to church. He speaks a powerful word from the Bible. But it is a program. Not only one program is engineered through schools, and many teachers, a lot of teachers are in it because of desperation. Because devil decided to bring poverty, so people will be desperate. Then he introduces immunity, brings poverty, and people become so desperate. So when you are told, come, I want to sleep with you, I'll give you 10,000. And these guys, they have money. They are Westland. There's a place they go where they meet, all of them. They are Westland. Before you go past the mall, that's on the other side, the right hand, the left hand. As you go to Nakuru, there is a place they meet there. They are men, prominent people, yeah, prominent people in this country, prominent media personalities, prominent pastors, prominent people, members of parliament. Some of them are there. They meet there.
Let me ask.
And this organization, they are funded. You know, the thing is, there is a funding. There are NGOs who will never give you money if you have an NGO. Will never give you money if you don't allow this thing to happen.
Let me ask you, Pastor. Before we go deeper, there's some stories zenye zimehappen. Maybe someone alifanywa hivyo, maybe akiwa mtoto. And then how
alilawitiwa akiwa mtoto.
Yes.
It was an introduction. If you find a man touching the buttocks of your son, kama sasa wewe unakuta mwanaume anaguzaguza tumatako twa mtoto wake, kuna spirit anainvoke. Ukakuta mwanamke anaguzaguza kama mwanamke kama mtoto kama mdogo anaguzaguza hapo, ati niko touch, there is something she is planting. a spirit that this boy, this girl, this child will start growing knowing this is the right thing. There are cartoons our children are watching, Nickelodeons, all those kind of things. The children are being exposed into this, that they may see it. It is a normal thing.
Yes.
This is not bad. Even if you come as a pastor, tell them it's bad, they'll tell you, oh, no. Oh my God, that's nice. It's nice. That's their right. There are people who are born who are born with hormones.
Yeah.
Yes,
About hormones.
they are born with hormones. They are men. Physically they are men, but internally they are female. That's what the argument they will put to you.
What can you say about
But
hormones?
before you were introduced, no, you didn't have the hormones. But once they keep those chemicals they put into your body, because they are drugs they will put into you, then you start developing the hormones of either a woman or a man. Because there are men who only do it, they are not done. Why are they not developing to become, the hormones are not developing to be a woman? You want only, you come and sleep with me. You're a man, you are always to sleep with me. Me, I'm coming, you sleep with me. Because I have the hormones of a woman. Why are you not? Because we are doing it. Why are you not developing the hormones of a woman? That is primitive thinking. That there is men whose role is to do it to other men. But there are men who changed abruptly, and the hormones became so many. So this one is supposed to be done. You are supposed to be doing. And you are all, both of you are gays. Are you getting me? You are not developing, me I'm developing. Hormones are changing and are working. That's illogical. That is completely an illogical thing that you cannot argue. That's not an argument that you can praise to anybody. Number two, why did it only appear to you when you were in Form 3 or when you were in Form 4 or when you came to university? Does it mean you were taught a subject in university that it transformed you to become a gay? Or others are fathers, they are married, they were married previously, but he was introduced. He has a wife at home, he has children at home, but later on, he worked for an NGO, he worked for a company, he was taken to Mombasa, he came back again. He doesn't want to sleep with a woman, he causes trouble. Or a woman refuses completely to sleep with a man. Why? Because there is something that happened. It is something that is induced, a spiritual power that is induced, and you are captured.
Wow.
So I want to confirm to you, there are pastors, there are bishops, there are men and women who are in lesbianism and who are in gays. I know them. And they are church leaders. And they have nice lifestyle. And they have their two boys and their two girls.
Also, when you say such things,
I have proof.
Not proof. I'm just wondering, you are risking someone's career. I know someone,
but I'm not mentioning him. Okay. But if I'm demanded to do, I'm not a coward. I'm a general. I'm a commander. I will just do it because that nonsense.
And your life?
My life. What is this now? This is a body. Will you not die?
I will die.
Will they not die?
They will die.
Yes. That is not a big deal. The big deal is that we must make this world a good, holy temple for the glory of God.
Amen.
That is the most important. Do your job. Do up to where you want to do. Do it. God is with you.
Amen.
If you become righteous, God will be with you.
Amen.
If you stand with holiness, God with you.
Amen.
This God will never forsake you nor leave you. I've been fasting since the day we exposed to the exposure of the Freemasons. They called, Pastor Apostle, how are you? Your testimony is so powerful, but this is an Illuminati. It's been said to kind of investigate me, then you tell me. I asked, how are you? How can I help you? Can I start by rebuking the demonic power that is speaking behind you? Yes, you do, like Jesus when he spoke to Peter and told the demon in Peter, get out of my back. And that is deep. When you are righteous, you become prayerful. You go to the mountains to pray, you seek God, you give your sacrifices. you will not be defeated. And the only way we can be able to help our children, it is rampant in universities, I'm telling you, my brother. It is rampant in secondary schools. It is rampant in primary schools. Parents, wherever you are, go fasting. We need to hold hands. Go fasting. If you want to support me in this, I will stand, and I want to stand. We will go fasting until we change our society. It is going to an end.
Apostle.
Poverty, poverty, hopelessness in our children, hopelessness in our family status. A whole man will want to be kept by a woman because he is already a woman by being done. But there is another boy that I was doing counseling here in my church. Boy aliachwa na boy, and sasa anataka to commit suicide. He want to commit suicide because his boy was snatched by another boy.
Jesus.
You see now? And another one came here, 2 boys came here. Their husband, who is a pastor, has abandoned them for another boy. So they want to kill themselves because this pastor has been doing shopping for them, has been dressing them, has been doing way blah, 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 many things. Now, there are people in music industry. There are people in media personalities. They are big time in this. Big time. They are known. They are known. So the depression will come as a result, the end result of this thing. So it is not good.
How to fight the depression, Apostle?
Depression can be fought by we as parents, we as men and women of God who are right, and many advocacy be done, that we go to the grassroots, go to the people around there, we go to our children and speak to them and try to understand the behavior change in your house. You will find like a boy is behaving like a girl. Mom, I want to go. Nataka kwenda kushukwa nywele. Mom, nataka ku. When you see the boy has what? Cutex. But little kidogo kidogo, amefungwa nywele, now the lines. That's the early signs where this boy is going. And now, address it then. Address it then.
Then, okay.
Be sensitive. We parents, with our age, yeah? the 30th floor, 40th floor, and the 50th floor people. I know you know what I'm speaking about. They have neglected the family role. They are so busy. And you get into a house, a father is in the social media, the mother there is in social media, the 2 daughters, the 2 boys, all of them are in social media. They are looking for what is Vincent saying, what is this saying, what is it. Everybody in the house, nobody is talking to anyone. If they want to talk, father, you are father. You talk, sends a message to the mother who is in the house. And the children want to speak to the father. Daddy, I want this book and this book. Teacher send me. And you're in the same house. Nobody is talking to anyone. Why? Because there's negligence. People have abandoned their roles.